Yeah, boxing. Y'all know what's up. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Look at Gil Cole's out there. No, I still gotta. I'm gonna get him on, man. Salute the Gil Cole's out there. No, I don't have. I don't even have my picks, man. I forgot about it, man. I forgot I was in y'all. I forgot I was in that little competition. I just remembered today. I'm like, damn, I gotta get these picks in. No, I had to. I had to do a little bit of work. So soon after I finished doing work, I had to come. I came to do this. After I do this, then I go back and I look and see, who we got. Let me look on. I can see some of the fights on box, so I know who I. I can look and see how some of them that I have. They didn't. They didn't get the fight from yesterday. That's okay though. The young guy won anyway, so I'm not even excited about the Canelo fight. But that's not until that's next weekend. Yeah, I still pick Canelo though. Shit, he might go over there and get beat up. Then what we gonna say? You got Cepeda versus Arboleda. De La Hoya versus Morales. We'll see. I don't know how they found so many fights this weekend. Well, how many fights was on that list? Like 10, 12? Yeah, it's kind of bad for me. I don't know how good I'm gonna ever do in this thing because I don't like the. I don't know. I don't care about the English that much. I only make bets. I only make predictions with the girls. I don't even most of the guys over there in England. I don't even bet anymore. I mean, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't even put anything in on those guys. I think I stopped. You know why I stopped? I stopped. I stopped doing it. I stopped worrying about the guys over in England. Is after remember all those guys got beat up all at once. It's like within a month or two they just all got beat up, and it's like shit, man. Forget these English fighters. Remember I did the show, Gil. You was in here. I know you was in here. Cause remember I did that show back. I did that show maybe I don't know. It was about it might have been a year and a half or more ago. I did that show, and I know a lot of people came in and was getting mad. But I did that show about um, English fighters, the English level of fighting. Remember I separated the English level of fighting with like regular professional boxing. Because they had frustrated me so much. I don't even remember. I don't remember what year. It must. It. I think it was had to be like a year and a half or so ago. It might have been more than that, where all of them got beat up. No, I know we don't care where they from, but I just say I got frustrated and stopped caring what they was doing because they was all folding. They was like losing like quick. I think Tank went over there and beat up one. I mean, it was just like they was like the whole card. I think when Mayweather and them when they went over, they beat up like a whole card of them. Um, it might have been. It might have even been longer ago than that. because I know Earl Spence went over there and won. It's like everybody just went over there and just took belts and came back to the States. I was like, what? And then I just quit, really messing with them. I'm not saying that I don't have a winner in my mind, but I never, I wouldn't publicize it. That's more or less what I'm saying. I wouldn't publicize this. You got you got a rematch with Trey X again, about to whoop him again. How'd you do going on for the last week? Where were you at? You was in top. You probably. I know you was in top 3. I missed like a couple of. I couldn't vote on like one of the fights, at least one or two of them, because they had already went by before I got my list. I got my list in a little bit late. I still got it in, but it was just like a little bit late. Yeah, 10. He said he boxing is boxing. Yeah, I understand that part, but I'm just saying for me. Oh, you got 11th? Oh, okay. Lala D was on top, huh? I'm just trying to get her right now. I ain't worried about y'all, but I'm gonna get all my picks in this time. I'll get all my picks in. I ain't gonna be missing picks. That's not bad. I shouldn't even been on the board because I didn't even have all my picks in, so I shouldn't even have been on the board with not even all my picks in. That's crazy. That's crazy. How I still even registered. I should have been bumped off the board. Period. Yeah. Just got fortunate. That first round knockout, that messed me up. That messed up a lot of people right there, though. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted. I don't know if I was gonna really go into like the boxing, but I'm not gonna stay that long. Because I just wanted to talk about, more or less what it takes and this our whole environment. I know you guys don't like. You might not like it, but some people don't like it. But we have to talk about it sometimes. I'm not even gonna get into detail with Teofimo Lopez, but that's just they got so much hate for certain people that it doesn't even make sense. I mean, even if he was going for Tank for the win, he was going for Tank for the win because he just said, Ryan, just don't have the skill set. Just don't have enough skills. Well, everybody knew that. Everybody, I mean, people have faith in Ryan, but a lot of times faith is not going to get you. It's not going to get you the W if you don't have confidence along with your faith. You can have faith, but if you don't have anything else but the faith, it's not going to work. Because you have to have confidence that the faith is there. You know what I mean? You got to have confidence that, hey, I got faith. I got confidence in it. Because just having the faith, that ain't going to work. That's not going to work. And a lot of people think that you have faith, that's it. But no, you have to have a little bit more than that. But this guy, he puts out, like I said, I'm not going to get like heavy with it. But anytime somebody has to apologize, when you come back and apologize and, oh yeah, I did some racist shit, but I didn't really mean it. He's killing his career. I mean, Tank is out here making all. I'm just trying to make some stuff clear today, because a lot of people talking about how Stevenson is so much a better fighter than Tank and all this crap. Well, if he's so much a better fighter, how come he didn't fight Ryan Garcia and get a bag? And you know what I'm saying? How come he's not making? Tank is probably making what, $40 million on this fight or more? He's making a lot of money on this fight. And I'm keep hearing like different sources are saying it was over 1 million pay-per-view buys. So if that's true, and if then make it understandable to me and everybody else that's like me, make it understandable to us as how in the hell is Tank making all this money if everybody else is the face of boxing and better boxers? Make it make sense. Because there's no sports the sports don't work like that. For when I grew up, sports didn't work like that. You had to have a face and you had to have a skill set. If you play basketball, you got the skill set, and you don't even have to necessarily have the face, but if you got the skill set and the attitude, then you get the big dollars, the skills. So if Shakur and all these other, and Haney, if they're so big, then where's the money? Yeah, Gail said, yeah, I don't care what T.O. talking about. I don't care anything that any of them say. Show it in the ring. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like show it in the ring. No, but I keep hearing, like, even in this chat, I hear that how much better Shakur is. He going to beat Tank and all that. He's not going to beat Tank if they fight. He's not going to beat him. I'm sorry. A lot of people wish and hope. Everybody's beating Tank. How many fighters did Tank fight that was supposed to beat Tank? Barrios was supposed to beat Tank. Come on. Santa Cruz was supposed to beat Tank. But all of a sudden now he's too small, because, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Come on. If somebody was street fighting and somebody was 10 pounds heavier than somebody, that don't give you a dub. In any sport, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, that doesn't give you the automatic win. Sometimes 100 pounds don't give you an automatic win. I mean, you're talking about what might give you, if you know of this guy that used to wrestle named Andre the Giant. Now, of course, he's a giant. Now, that probably gives him the win. But then that gives him the win. It depends on, where you're at also. Now, if you're in some kind of enclosure or ring, he's probably going to beat you. Because once he gets you cut off, it's over with. Because they said once he put his hands on you, it was like it's like you grabbing a baby. And see, I know people, not a lot of people, but I knew people with that kind of strength. Now, that kind of strength, it don't matter with skills. People say, leverage and all that. No, it doesn't matter when somebody has that kind of like gorilla crushing type of strength. It doesn't matter what you do. You're going to lose. I mean, yeah, you can aim for a spot, a vulnerable spot or something like that. But if you can't, the thing about it is you can't miss. And wherever you hit them at, it has to work. Because if it doesn't work, then that's it. If they put hands on you, it's all over with. There's no flipping them and nothing like that. Because you got to realize, if you got infant strength versus grown man strength, the infant is not going to win. You say, I don't know, the Tank versus Shakur is a scrap. There ain't no scrap. You guys keep fooling yourself, man. I'll take the bet though. If you guys want to make the wager on it, I'll take the wager. No, I'm not gonna bet a whole band. A lot of them want me betting bands. You can't bet. You betting against the brown folk like that. No, I don't care. He's not beating Tank. As simple as that. He know he's not beating Tank. Believe me, in his mind, he knows that he's not beating Tank. He's thinking, yeah, I got the best skill set. Even if he thinks he has the best skill set, he knows that I can't really get touched. You think that people think that they act like Tank is slow or something, like Tank is not going to hit you. Tank is going to hit you. I haven't seen nobody really to stand up to Tank's power yet. The one guy when Tank was fighting with one hand, yes. But I haven't seen nobody to really just stand up to Tank's power. I just haven't. I'm not going to act like, I'm not going to make it be like in this illusion, like I don't see what Tank is doing. People act like they don't see what Tank is doing. They see somebody with a good skill, say, oh yeah, he's good, he can beat him. Oh, he's taller, he can win. Come on, man, stop it. Stop it. And everybody can have their own opinion. And I'm not arguing with your opinion, but come on, think about it. In reality, that's what we have to look at, reality. The reality of it is Tank is right now, is the best right now. Even in that. So nobody's going to answer the question of why Shakur is not making the money that Tank is making. And we don't care about their pockets. That's what we always say. But how come you're not doing even if, okay, it's just scrap the money. How come you're not doing as much pay-per-view buys? Canelo's not doing $1 million. Nobody's doing $1 million, but Tank, all of a sudden, Tyson Fury's not doing $1 million. But Tank is doing $1 million? Come on. How is Tank doing $1 million if all these other boxers are better? I'm not getting it. I'm not getting the logic behind what people are saying. Because logic for any type of sport, if you're a superstar, you do numbers. You put butts in seats. But these guys ain't putting those kind of butts in seats. Why? It's not making sense. Oh, I got the belts, I got the straps, but you're not putting the butts in the seat. Come on. That's like even Ali. When Ali didn't have his strap, people were still coming to see him. Okay, well, if you got Shakur, then we'll just do 50. We don't have to bet like heavy. We'll do like a 50. We'll bet $50. That's all. I got Tank. I got Tank by 11th round stoppage, 10th or 11th, and I don't even know. And that's on the blind. That's not seeing. I'm betting on the blind, like the blind 10, 11, something like that. That Shakur this can't keep escaping. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that he can hold his composure like everybody. Once Tank crack you, he make you lose your composure. I'm just sorry. That's just what it is. Once he crack you, all your plans and shit they disappear. Once Ryan took that hook, it was like all his other shit just disappeared. Or he took that left hand, and all that other shit that he was thinking, it disappeared for like 4 or 5 rounds. And he kind of fights. He fights like a street fight. He fights kind of straight up like this. And that's not. I mean, he has technique, but if he's not sitting, if he's not really in his stance, he has a good stance. I like his stance when he's just maybe hitting the bag or something like that. He keeps his stances nice, But everywhere you go, you're shadow boxing, you have to have a good stance. You're working the heavy bag, you got to have a good stance. No matter where you at, you still have to have a good stance. You can't just all of a sudden lose your stance and composure. You can't do that. You have to keep a good stance at all times. But like I said, the question is where the butts being put. Are the butts in the seats when these guys that are better than Tank? Where's the numbers? I mean, Earl Spence is doing numbers. He's doing over 40,000 in an arena, and everybody's talking about 15,000 in a spot and 20,000 in the spot. No, Earl did 40-something thousand in a spot. Like, what was it, 45,000 in a spot? I'm saying I don't know who wins in that fight. No, I thought you just said Shakur. Oh, well, I know. Oh, yeah, because you put capable. You say he's capable. Anybody's capable of beating him, though. So that's kind of like what I'm saying? That's kind of a squirm away from saying what you need to say. Because anybody's capable of beating anybody. They're capable. And I'm not saying that they're not capable. And I'm not saying that Shakur is not capable. I'm saying he's not going to. I'm just being more definitive with that. I never bet against Tank. I never bet against Tank yet. I'm not going to just start betting against Tank all of a sudden. I'm not going to bet against Tank. I'm not going to bet against Earl until he shows me something. He could lose, then I might bet. I'm still going to rock with him. But I don't know. Earl been in all these accidents, and he's still doing good things. He's just doing what he need to do. That's my whole point. I mean, I would say that I'm not really going to go against Haney. I'm not really going to go against Shakur, but when they all get together, then I have to go against one of them. I can't sit there and be it's a 50-50, because there's no such thing as 50-50 to me. Somebody get their ass whooped or somebody get a win. Has Tank been fought anyone better than Shakur? I think he's fought heavier punches than Shakur. Heavier punchers than Shakur. He's fought bigger guys than Shakur. I don't know about better, because then to argue that, you had to put these guys in the same weight categories and match them up. Because the style is still going to make the fight. But my two issues is, how many butts is he putting in the seats? That's my issue with him. If he's better than Tank, let him be better. Then fight Tank. I don't even know, because Tank is back. I heard that Tank is already back training. Tank plays games with people. He plays games with the media, and he plays games with people. Tank is making a lot of money against Ryan Garcia. He's taking this real serious. So he's right back to training already. That fight did not take no wear and tear out of Tank. Nothing. It didn't take nothing away from Tank. That fight took absolutely nothing. All that Tank did, all that fight did is gonna make him better. And what people don't understand is these guys are a little bit younger than Tank. Tank is what you see. That's why I want to try to cover all this stuff today, though. And see, what people don't understand is, see, Tank is actually getting stronger. Shakur might be getting stronger, but Tank is even getting strong. Tank already got knockout power. He got devastating knockout power already. He's getting stronger is what people don't understand. He's getting better and stronger and smarter. Damn, how do you really match that up? How do you match it up when the guy is already knocked? Think about it. He got like a 96 or 97% knockout rate, a high IQ, which is getting better, knockout punches is getting stronger, and boxing ability is getting better. So, okay, make the case. I'll take it. You know, I'm not right. You're not right. We are both just our opinions. But I just want to, the reason I ask the questions is because I like stuff to be clear for me too, though. Because you might have a good point. You guys always got great points. You guys know way more about boxing than I do. I know boxing like far as like the physical part of boxing. You guys might even know like more. You might not have seen as much fight boxing as I have because I'm older, but you probably know boxing like these new fighters. You know them and a lot better than me. I never give myself credit like that. But I really do feel like I know physical things a lot better, like combat. I mean, you know, I had to learn how to kill. You know, so I had to learn how to kill. And besides learning how to kill, I had to learn how to defend myself when I was a youngster. And so I had different disciplines and different types of combative, like, for instance, combative competitions and also martial arts and all that type of stuff. So I've had to train with all that stuff. So that's what I feel like I know more when it comes to that. Because I don't just watch boxing like, that's a good skill set. I don't just watch that. I watch the reactions of fighters. How does that fighter react to like a certain punch? If he got hit, did he get hurt? Was he hurt? Is he able to suck it up and hide it? See, Ryan Garcia can't hide when he gets hurt. He don't just come back with the same, scowl on his face like, I'm mad still. Like, you didn't do nothing. But some fighters can take a shot and just shake their head like, yeah, they'll shake their head, yes. Those are the fighters that I respect. The fighter that shakes his head, yes. Now, the ones that shake their head no when they get cracked, I'm not 100% sure. That's kind of like, that's odds on that. That's like a 50-50. Is he hurt or is he not hurt? But if somebody shakes their head yes, they're acknowledging, yeah, that was a good shot. You know what I mean? That was a good shot. But if somebody's saying, no, I don't trust you when you say no when you get clipped. Salute to Derek Bailey. I see you out there, brother. Yeah, when you get clipped and you shake your head no, I don't know if I trust you or not because you might be lying. But somebody that acknowledges and shake their head yes, like, oh, yeah, you cracked me. Then I appreciate, I respect that. Because they'll probably still go on to win if they're doing good, but they just acknowledge it. Yeah, that was a good shot. That was power. I got to acknowledge that. I'm not going to be shaking my head no. Yeah. I'm just not going to sit here and say that Tank can beat Shakur. I don't know who wins. I got Tank right now on the blind side. I got Tank. I got Tank just simply because of the physicality, and even if you feel like Shakur can outbox Tank, he's not going to out club Tank. He's going to get cracked. I know he's going to get cracked. There's not too many fighters that fought Tank that didn't get cracked. He's going to get cracked. Tank's been at 135. Shakur's just getting to 135. He's going to get cracked. Simple as that. But he's going to get cracked. I got Tank. $50 to anybody. Anybody. I'm just doing 50. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do a band or stack, whatever. I just do 50. I'll just do 50. And I got Tank, and I got confidence. I'm not going to just say it. I got confidence this Tank is going to win. These guys just not beating Tank. It's simple. I don't see them. They're not beating Tank. I don't care about their skill set. They're not going to beat Tank. It takes more to beat somebody. If you can't hurt somebody, So if you can't put a hurting on Tank and get him down and like just keep him down, you're not beating him. You got to. Uh, it's just like what's the fighter name that just fought Fundora and knocked Fundora's ass out? Just like he was saying. He said if I'm not dead, more or less what he's saying, if he's not completely out, he's gonna keep coming. And that's the way I feel that Tank is. Even though Tank don't say that, that's the way I feel Tank is. And I know his camp feel like that because I listened to him. They feel like you got to put like a whole hell of a beating on him to make him stop. And I don't see Sakura just putting like a beating on Tank, like they just, he got so much power where he's just hurting Tank. Because if you get close enough to Tank when you're throwing combinations, then you're in close enough to get countered. And what I'm saying is, what I'm proposing is this Tank is going to get at least one or two of those counters off. People act like Tank is just going to get whitewashed. Oh, I got it, Derek. If that's what you feel, I got it, brother. I ain't worried about it. I send it over to you, and you can send it. I send it over to you Cash App right now, and you can send it back with yours plus interest for holding on to it early. But we gotta wait. We gotta wait and see if they get it first. Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying nobody knows who wins, but I'm saying Tank wins. I'm just saying I'm betting that Tank wins. I don't know if he wins, but I'm betting that he wins. Can you always tell when a fighter is hurt? There you go. But see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of time when the fighter's shaking his head, yes, it doesn't mean he was hurt. It means it was a good shot. I don't trust them when they shake their head no, Derek Bailey. When they shake their head no, it makes me feel like, I'm going to say, I don't know, you're saying no, but to us it looked like a good shot. And that's why they do it. They doing that for the judges. Like, yeah, he clipped me, judge, but it wasn't nothing. Now, sometimes you can say no and mean no, but a lot of times when you say yes, I trust you. You understand what I mean? I trust you when you say yes. He'd be like, oh man, it was good. It's like it's a respect. Just like in any sports, if football and somebody tackles you like it's a good tackle, nice hard tackle, you oh man, it's a good tackle. Or sometimes somebody will just get stuck and they'll just be standing up and they get hit hard and they'll shake their head like, yeah, you got stuck, we heard it. It might not have hurt you. Like I've been stuck in football and it didn't even bother me. It just sounded. I'm like, that was a stick. Yeah, you stopped me, but that wasn't much of a stick. You know when you get stuck, you sometimes you go. They used to do that show. Remember, I always bring that show up, that jacked up show. Yep. But anyway, Derek said salute to Gail. He said salute to Eagle. Yeah, but a lot of times you can't. Gil Coles is 100 at Derek. Yeah. Did you see a Prograves video saying Ryan didn't quit? A lot of people saying that Ryan might have been able to get up. We talked about we talked about the liver shot, and we talked about. I still couldn't find. I don't know where the hell my medicine book is at. Mine, I have my medicine book, but the other one I couldn't find it. But yeah, I'll probably take a picture of it so I can put it up. So I can show people that no, Eagle don't need to. I don't need to Google nothing when it comes to medicine. I don't need to Google none of that shit. I don't need to Google it for. I got the books here. I don't need to Google. I just go to a book. A lot of times it's just easy to go to Chrome or something like that when you're in a discussion. I don't like to pull out all magazines and books and all that shit. I don't like messing with them. Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of people said that. I heard the live discussion. Somebody had a camera over there with, I think it was with Floyd and with Earl. And Earl was just saying, no, he's just too powerful. He said he's too powerful for these guys. Even Earl was saying that he's just too powerful. And that has a lot to do with it. So you bring your skill set and you bring your capabilities of using that skill set for 12 rounds. That's all I got to say. Is that you bring it and you show us that you can maintain the mindset for 12 rounds. Everybody thought that Mikey Garcia had like the boxing skill over Earl Spence and all this, and I know people gonna bring up, oh, he was smaller, this and that. I don't even want to hear it. He wanted to fight, and we see when somebody's more powerful than you, that a lot of times they change your game plan. So, yeah, but I got my money though, so don't worry about that, Derek. Yeah, Derek, I agree with Prograves. Yeah, I don't think Ryan quit. I looked at the shot like probably 100 times. Believe me, I looked at the shot about 100 times. It was right by the floating rib. It was a good shot. And like I mentioned, that whole side, your whole side, all of that is a liver shot, all of it, because your liver is on the left side. Just take, for instance, the continent of Africa. You know what Africa looks like? That's more or less what your liver looks like. Your liver kind of looks like that. Just flip it over to the other side to where the small side is on the right side and the big side is on the small side is on your left side and the big side is on your right side. It goes down, so your liver goes down, right? And it's not the liver itself. We already talked about it. We already talked about it. It's the nerve. It's not the liver. It's the nerve. The nerve freaks out. The nerve makes your body freak out. Like lowering your blood pressure, opening up your, open up your vessels and stuff. And once that happens, is that your blood pressure is so low and there's no blood in there. And you're dilated. It's like you need blood, but it's not there. And so that's why you get dizzy, or, you get numb or dizzy, or something else happen. Everybody said Mendoza had more skills than Fundora. Well, you can't tell nobody that if they was looking at the first 4 rounds that he had better skills, because he damn sure wasn't showing better skills. He was getting cracked. Gil Cole said, Derek, you got Shakur? He said, yeah, okay, Derek, that's shit. I need to bet a little bit more with you, Derek. I probably need to bet 100 with you. Because I don't know if I can't really buy nothing with 50. We probably got to bet 100, because 50, what can I get with 50? I can get a little bit of groceries. But I want to get a new shirt and take it to the mall so I can put like right here up in front. Maybe not big. Yeah, kind of big. Yeah, I'll put it big. The Derek got this for me. How many words did Derek bought this? Okay, yeah, there we go. Derek bought this, right? So I'm gonna get the shirt. I'm gonna have Derek bought this. That's what I'm gonna have right there. Derek bought this for my shirt. I'm gonna get a nice shirt, like a nice nice polo, or a nice T-shirt. I'm gonna just put like Derek bought this, either on the front or back. I'm gonna go to the mall and have them printed up. Yeah, Derek bought this. Michael Nunn did exactly crack, and he would outbucks people. Michael Nunn could crack, man. Stop that. Don't say Michael Nunn couldn't crack. Michael Nunn could crack. Progress said, when you get caught, that's it. That shit hurt. Yeah, that shit hurt when you get caught. So you think Shakur can't maintain focus? He said they sparred before. You talking about sparring? You're making a mistake right there. Bro, he said that Tank really has a high IQ. That's all you getting from me, Eagle. Had that 50 ready. Oh, you cold, brother. Why you that damn Derek said the 50. He said had the 50. He said, Eagle, no, you ain't doing that to me. He said, I'm rocking with my brother because of location and skill set. I like him, but I ain't going. Derek said I ain't going. Derek, you said you ain't going crazy with it though, huh? Derek said, no, 50 is good. He said, I got the 50. He said, I ain't trying to do a hun. Derek, because Derek know I was going to go get that Armani t-shirt, right? I was going to go get the Armani t-shirt and take it and have it printed on, like Derek bought this. Yeah. If Fedora really uses tools, it may have been different. Yeah, he needed to keep them on the outside. Okay, Derek said 100 Eagle. It's cool. Okay. I thought Derek thought I was trying to strip him, like, yeah. Derek said, "No, not too much. We're not gonna go too high with it." Okay, so back to the question, Derek in here now, and I don't know who else. People keep popping in and out. Why don't y'all sit y'all's ass down when y'all come in? Don't be popping in and out. Just come on in and say hi. Just say hello to Derek and them. They see the conversation, they sit all full of blue, and they get scary and leave. Y'all step in, come in, because I need input. This is what I'm doing today. I'm trying to ask questions though. I'm trying to get answers to why is Tank making all the money if Shakur and all these guys are so much better boxers. That doesn't work in other sports. If you're the best athlete, you get paid the most. So I'm just not getting it. Y'all got to make it. You guys got to make it make sense for me, because that way I can be like, okay, that makes sense, Derek. Yeah, it makes sense, Derek. I shake my head up and down. I see. I can be in agreement then. But if I'm going like this, I'm going like this. Like what? What the f? You know, I don't want to say what the f. I want to say, okay, yeah, yeah, that's a valid point. I got you. You're right. I want to be able to say that, but I can't say it. I can't say it. I want to be able to say it. So I'm trying to understand, why are these fighters just so much better than Tank? Or all these fighters that people think that, even when it comes to this one, when it comes to Cruz beat Tank. So if you beat Tank, then your star, I mean, your star got big. I mean, his star did blow up a little bit, but he should be even with Tank, for as like money wise. Now, why isn't that happening for him? Why isn't he making more money? I'm gonna tell you what. Even after this loss, I still think Ryan Garcia is gonna make more money than, I mean, and put more. Want to stop talking about the money part? He's gonna put more butts in the seat than Shakur or Haney. And it's not a foregone conclusion that Haney has already won against Loma. I'm not gonna bet against Haney. I don't like Loma, and so a lot of times my picks aren't always going to come from me because of, you know, a fighter's skill set and abilities and all that. Sometimes I'm gonna have a little bit of, you know, a little beef on me when I bet. Like Tyson Fury, I won't bet nothing big against him, but I'm gonna bet against him all the time. I'll lose a little bit of money. I'm not going to lose a lot, but I'll lose a little bit of money because I'm waiting for him to get cracked and for his brain not to respond. And he has problems with somebody that's not, if you're closer to his height, he has a better chance with you. I don't know, for some reason, guys that are below 6'4", he has a problem with. A lot of people don't know that too, though. He got a problem with you. If you got a good skill set, maybe around 6'3 and a half, 6'4", he's going to have a problem. And we see what Cunningham done. He ended up losing, but in Valine, or Valen, Valen to me still didn't lose. But like I said, that's what we think. We have our opinions about stuff like that. But he had just trouble with him. And people were talking about he's looking past him. No, it was everything couldn't really reach him the way he wanted to. Because the thing is, Tyson Fury, he likes a taller fighter. If you don't have his skill set and you're his height, he's going to beat you up. With the exception of, like, Wilder, if he finally learns, which he's not. He's not going to learn. So he's not going to ever beat Tyson Fury. And just Tyson Fury's brain decides to just say, you know what, we can't take shots like that no more. And makes him stay down. And I can see maybe even a body shot. That's like the kind of shot that, like Tank threw. A liver shot on Tyson Fury is going to hurt him. People aren't hitting him in the liver, though. They're hitting him in his belly. So a finely placed shot on him. Because if you're taller than him, and you gotta, because he fights comfortable because you're his size. But if you're smaller, sometimes it's harder for a taller fighter. He hasn't figured out how to fight smaller fighters. You know, he hasn't figured out how to do them. If he can't hold him and punch him, he hasn't figured that out. So we're going to look and see, like I said, I don't even know why. Every once in a while I have to mention them up in here. Every once in a while I have to mention Tyson Fury up in here, but I don't like to mention him. I still want to go against him, but I'm saying a shorter fighter. Now, I'm not saying nobody that's tall can't beat him, because if you're tall and you have a great skill set, you're going to beat him. Just let him do all the little moving he wants to do. Just crack him. Let him move whatever he wants to do. If he wants to move over here, let him move over here. Just let him, you know, if you got a better skill set, then use it against him. Make us happy so we can say, oh, yeah, you got your ass whooped. At least make me happy so I can say that you got your ass whooped. You know. My issue today is just that is everything about boxing with people. I'm trying to cover stuff that what people aren't trying to realize when it comes to boxing, which you're not trying to realize. And what people are not trying to realize, they're not trying to realize that it's not just only levels to the sport, it's levels to a person's mentality when it comes to the sport. That's one of the issues. Tank Davis lets you know that if I get hurt or something happens, he says, I'm gonna just stay relaxed. See, now that's confidence in yourself to let you know that he's pretty strong. Okay, I can feel it. Just stay relaxed. If you notice when Floyd Mayweather was fighting bigger punchers and stuff, that his corner always tell him, this you're getting tight. Just stay relaxed. Because after a while, the power just it goes. Oh, I like to see Frank Martin versus Isaac Cruz. It's gonna be a boring fight. No, actually, it won't. It's gonna be. I don't see Isaac Cruz doing that with Frank Martin. I see him just running into shit. He might not get knocked out. He might get knocked out, but he might not. But it'll be a unanimous decision. It'll probably be like, I'm gonna say 9 or 10 rounds to 2 or 3. Just off the rip, I'm just saying that's what I think how that fight would end up. It'll be kind of interesting because we got to see how much Martin can really take. I think he can take pretty much so because he's sparred everybody. He sparred Tank, so he's been in there with people that can crack and all that, but he's not. He fights. For him, he fights that style. For him, is comfortable. What I say boring is just that it can be boring, and that's not necessarily going to be boring. It can be boring if Cruz doesn't like keep pressure the whole fight. If he don't keep pressure, it's not going to be no fight. This is going to be nothing. It's going to be one or two punches here, 1 or 2. Believe me, it can be boring. I'm not saying it's not. It's my words. Don't listen to my words to being definitive that this is a boring. I'm not stating this is a boring fight. I'm saying it can be boring. It can be a boring fight. It depends. It depends more on Cruz than it does on Martin for it to be an exciting fight. Because Martin he's just not the type that just turns it up. He don't turn it up like that. He goes with the rhythm off of what you're doing and all that. So he don't turn it up like that. I'm not saying he can't turn it up if he gets you hurt or something, but I don't know. I think Cruz might be a little bit, they might have put Cruz up there a little bit. Yeah, he's a pressure fighter. So that's what I'm saying. The pressure fighter has to keep it going. Derek said he said Pitbull got a big head. You got to watch your hand. You end up cracking your knuckles on that head. And remember, I showed y'all how y'all can break a hand anyway, though. I showed you how you can break a hand, and I tell you who was good with making people hurt their hands. Well, he should have stayed at cruiserweight, and that's the white Muhammad Qawi. He used to do that. It's old school. It's just that you got to know. So it's something for you to know. Like if you got say for instance you got in an unwanted street fight and somebody threw a punch and was about to crack you, is what you do is you dip. So you put your head. So when they throw in a punch, you make sure. So they're aiming for the nose. So you make sure that they hit like right on top of your head, right there. And what it does is when they hit that, the knuckles will clip because it's not a flush shot. So what you're doing is you're deflecting the shot, and what happens is that wrist will bend like that with all that power, and it snaps. So it snaps the wrist, and that's just an old school thing when it comes to boxing and stuff. I don't know. I had a coach that taught me that. Yeah, he said the globe. That's the globe in motion. Yeah, he walked around with that globe head. Yeah. But these fighters, you guys got to go out there and fight. You guys got to go out there and and get us to want to spend money on you. Now that I've been robbed of $85 because of the Tank fight, I think I was robbed. First round knockouts and come on. How many rounds did that whole card? How many rounds? If you added up all the rounds for the card, how many rounds did the card go? How much you had? Like it's supposed to be 60 to 72 rounds. That's how much boxing we were supposed to get for the money. Which sounds better. That's like $1 what? That's like $1.50. It's like $1.50 per round. Because you really paid for the Tank fight, so you paid more or less $10 per round. $15 per round is what you paid for Tank. Or 12. You paid $12 a round for 3 minutes. So that's what you. That's what all. That's what. Whatever. That's what 1 million people paid. Yeah, add that up. So add that. How much is that? How much is that per round? That's a lot of money, right? If you're talking about millions. $12 million. $12 million per round or more on that fight. So what's the most intriguing? So what do we really need to have then? Because this is supposed to have been the fight. This is supposed to be the fight that is getting boxing back on the map in a positive way. So if that's the case, can anybody give me like a couple of matchups? I know that's a pretty good matchup right there, but can somebody give me, I'm not going to ask for much because you guys don't really say much if I ask for too much, but just give me 2 matches. I'm not even going to ask for 3 or 4 matches. Give me like 2 matches that are fire right now. There should be fire right now. Just give me 2 matches, 2 boxing matches that should be fire. And exclude Bud versus Earl. Just exclude that shit. I don't even want to hear about that shit no more. That shit's been talked about for over a year now. This years. I don't even want to hear about them 2 fighting. I don't even care if they fight. They got to the point where I don't even care about them fighting. People still want to say, I want to see Bud Earl. I don't even care no more. I really don't care. I don't. Because even if Earl was the duck or Bud was the duck, one of them is duck. Well, they need to expose each other if that's the case. No. Somebody need to be exposed so we know. And believe me, I'm asking you, but I'm saying too. So who? If you could give me a heavyweight fight. Give me a good young prospect versus an older prospect or something. Don't give me something stupid. Or you guys want me to be more specific? At 140. Give me a firefight at 140. And I'm trying to think. What's the best fight at 140 and the best fight at 168 right now? That's a good question, right? That should be good enough for y'all. Y'all should be able to give me something on that. I'll sit back and play my my flute in my mind while you guys thinking about it. Yeah, but hopefully they figured this out though, man. That we can get. Hopefully people, well, these fighters will start wanting to fight. You know the worst thing. Now here we are talking about, getting good fights, and then Teal pulls his racist type of stunt or whatever. People are going to assume that or take, how this culture is now. They're going to take it as being racism. Come on, we just had a good fight, and then you go straight to the racism. Like, dude, what are you doing? You trying to kill your own career? You supposed to be up there making the millions and millions and millions. Why you worried about everybody's skill set or something like that? You can't even shit. You didn't drop down far enough that you got to build. You got to build yourself back up. And you fight Ryan. You was talking shit about Ryan. You fight him. Derek said I wouldn't have included that fight at this point. Oh no. So the question. No, it's not a question. Well, it is. It's kind of a question. I just want you guys to name. Like any division you want to, I said 140. I changed it to 140, 168. But any 2 fights that you guys want to see that you think would be like fire, like that fight would be. Now we want that fight. And see, that's what. Now, a lot of people will have the same sentiment that Gil has. Like me, I really, I would want that fight. But do you think we would actually get that fight? Which that's another question. But yeah, that's a good fight. I would see that as being a good fight. I'm not as confident with Benavidez as I was at first. There we go. But no, not the. But why Ortiz though? I said an older fighter and Gil pulls out Ortiz. Come on. And I'm gonna be honest with you. In my mind, I knew somebody was gonna do that. I knew somebody because I was gonna say Anderson, but I knew somebody was gonna do that. I knew somebody was gonna say Ortiz. They're gonna throw Ortiz in with Anderson. I knew it. I don't know how I felt. I don't know how I got that vibe. Yeah, Zhang and Wilder. That would be fire. That would be fireworks. I would like to see that. Yeah, Derek said Teofimo has done this a bunch of times. Come on, Derek, give me some, put some countermeasures up there for Gil, because I like those fights that Gil got up. I don't like the second one, but I like those fights that Gil got up there. I like to see Anderson against Fury. To be honest, I think he beats. I think he beats Joshua like kind of comfortably. Yeah. If he leave ESPN, where does he go? I don't know. He said Ortiz is the gatekeeper. Yeah, I would put him probably in the gatekeeper category now. Yeah, he's a gatekeeper now. He can go ahead and retire though. But if he stays in boxing, he is more or less. You're right about that. I agree with that. He's more or less a gatekeeper now. I don't know where he goes. See, and that's what I was thinking the whole time. I said, how do you burn that bridge? Okay, this should be the real point here. Is what do you think Ortiz thinks that he did to make him such a superstar that he can just throw an organization under the bus like that and move on to another organization? That's my question. That's the real question. Is what have you done so big to where you feel like, oh yeah, I'm the shit. I can do this now. What the F? It's like, are you serious? I mean, what has he done, or what do you think he's done? Is it because of his last win? Okay, Puello versus Prograis. Yeah, Prograis versus Russell. I want to see, I need to see Prograis. To be honest, I do need to see Prograis against somebody. I need to see Prograis against somebody who's really gonna do, who's really gonna, throw hands like and challenge him. Yeah, I would like to see that. I want to see Prograis against somebody who's really really challenge, can really challenge him. Like to make him fight, like really fight, like hard. We haven't seen, like, I must say that this fight, the fight we just had with Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, I'm gonna say that may have catapulted boxing ahead a little bit. It may have. But even then, was that like a real rough fight? Did we see any fights that was like tough fight? Oh, that was like a great fight. Like, I mean, that we had to keep replaying it over and over again. Of course, people replayed the knockout over and over again because they wanted to see if Tank actually touched Ryan. But I think it's time, man. It's time for, like, I'm not saying every fight. Of course, I'm greedy. I would like every fight to be a fight. But we need to see it on each card. I'm sorry. On each card, every weekend, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we need to see a fight that we say, oh man, that was a good boxing. Like, it's just like a great boxing match. I don't want to see you get punched out like Joyce did in like 5 rounds or whatever. That you just take so much punishment that the doctor has to stop the fight. No, we don't want to see that. I mean, I want to see like a flow, like back and forth. Oh damn, I think he got that round, like back and forth. But I have to put it this way also, is that we want to see a clear winner also. Like, I want to see the fight close up until a point. Like, it's close all the way up. Let's say, for instance, it's close up until like the 9th round. and then the cream rises to the top, and we get to see what the guy that has his head together a little bit better, and is more relaxed. We see him just more or less take over. We'll say it's even going into like 9. So that means 9, 10, 11, 12. If we don't get the knockout, then we know that it should be at least a 3 or 4 point a unanimous decision. I mean, I don't want it to be like ebb and flow back and forth to where I don't know who won. I don't like that, because if I'm leaning towards somebody that I know, I'm like, I know he edged it out, and then they lose, I'm like, I mean, you can't really argue, but at the same time, you like on the inside, your stomach feel a certain way. Like, nah, I don't know. I gotta watch. It makes you want to watch it again. But I want to watch a fight again because of the competitiveness up until a certain point. Like, yeah, I don't know. So, because I want to analyze, because I like to do I like to analyze. So I want to analyze what happened to the fighter that was fighting so even in that 8th round. I want to see what happened to where 9, 10, 11, 12 that he just couldn't match. I want to know, was it psychological? Was it physical? Was it stamina? Stamina or physical, or just what happened? I want to analyze that part, so we can. I mean, that helps us understand the boxing and the mindset a lot better too. Not like a Ryan Garcia, because it was one shot that more or less took him out the fight. And that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for what really takes a fighter out. He's too young, so that's going to take him out. But I want to see what takes a veteran, real great fighter, what makes him finally break down. Well, I'm basically giving you my key to why I feel that Tank will win. Is that I see, because Tank even came out, this was the only fight that Tank was winning in the beginning. He hasn't been doing that like lately. He said he's going to come out a little bit faster, but he came out and got points faster, from the 2nd round on. But I want to see a fight like when you're getting into like late, like when you're getting into 7, 8, 9. So now these guys are great. So let's see what happens. I want to see what really breaks this fighter down. What happened to you that broke you down after 8? That's like a good study. You know what I mean? Yep. Yeah. You have to go through YouTube archive to see those fights. Yeah. Now, sometimes what I see it. Now, this is what so us, discussing boxing, and this is what we always see. What we see when it comes to boxing is we see even the announcers. I mean, sometimes they call it wrong, but we'll see like the body toll. And when I say body toll, we'll watch somebody get cracked to the body a lot of times. Oh shit, that has to be weighing on them. Those body shots are starting to tell. They're starting to tell. They have to be. They have to be telling. Yeah, that was a good body. That was a good body. If you say that was a good body shot, like I would say 3, 4 rounds in a row, then you probably know what's going to be the demise of the fighter. Damn, that was good. Oh, that was a good body shot. That was a good body. Oh, that was a good one. That was, when somebody starts getting their body ate up. The classic fighter for that is Errol Spence too, though. Is we know that he puts a lot of body shots on you, but then he digs good body shots too. And when he starts digging real good body, I noticed that when Earl starts digging real good body shots, and then it's over with. Because even if people felt, which I didn't feel, if they felt like even this fight, I always go back to the Kell Brook fight. If you go back to the Kell Brook fight, Kell Brook started getting beat up. His body just started wearing down. His body just started getting beat up in his face, because Earl just starts breaking. I don't know, Earl punches hard. He has to punch hard because he just starts breaking your body and breaking your face. And that's the hardest thing about Earl Spence, is that he just breaks you up. When he got people calling him a middleweight, no, he's a welterweight. He's just stronger than you. He's just stronger than you guys are. Some people have strength. Some people are just stronger. Yeah, little guys are strong, man. A lot of people don't know some little guys are strong, man. I respect little guys. Little guys are strong. Because I consider myself as being small. And not just to say I'm strong, because there's always been guys that's bigger than me. I'm like, man, come on, man, you weak? Like big, like they come get me to move stuff or do something. I'm like, come on, man, you bigger than I am. But it is big. But they don't have that whatever you have inside to make you, extra strong like that. So is Rawley's fight? Let me go back and check. Is Rawley's fight supposed to be pay-per-view or what? I gotta check on this. I have it on this page. Let me see. I gotta check because I heard he was in the pay-per-view. No, it says Showtime, but let me see. Barroso, Paramount Plus. So they got another app called Paramount Plus. Okay, so they got a Paramount Plus. Everybody's coming up with stuff. They're all the same company. Paramount. U.S. streams Paramount Plus. Or maybe it's a new form. But it says Showtime. It says Showtime. And it says Paramount Plus. What do you guys know about Paramount Plus? I don't know shit. Tell me, Gil. I don't know nothing about Paramount Plus. Does anybody know anything about the Paramount Plus app? That's a new one on me, man. They got so many apps. So that's a new one on me. I got to get my picks in too. It's me versus Derek Bailey. I got to shake Derek Bailey off. And I end up being in the same league with Derek Bailey on this one. And that's because I missed a couple of fights. And I still ended up with you, Derek. I still ended up tied with you. I got to shake you up off me, homie. And make sure you put my 5 dubs over in the corner somewhere. Hold them up and put them up in the put them in escrow, man. Put them in that little special escrow. My 5 doves. I think EJ punch at a consistent amount of his power, like 75. Yeah. Like pounding meat. You don't have to hit it hard, just consistently. Yeah, and you're right about Earl. Because Earl Spence, what would he do? Oh, here we go again. Now, who's my boy? Tell me who my boy is this time, Derek. God, Derek always say, he always throw a label at me talking about my boy. What's up with your boy? What? No, wait a minute. Hey, your boy, I'm trying to ask about the Paramount app because your boy's on there. Your boy Rolly, your boy Rolly that you be rocking with like that. Your boy's on there. I'm just asking. I thought you would know. You should know because that's your boy. Rolly's your boy, so I figure you would know. I figure you know everything about Rolly. Yep, Paramount, Showtime, CBS, all the same shit. Yeah. Cause you could tell that by just or the stations. You can tell by what they play. CBS. Or some of the movies. What's the other one? Because because some of the which one? Because they got Fox, so Fox Studios is associated with the Fox News and all that. Because you see, even when they do fake news within the movies, they'll put a Fox channel up there, or they'll give a Fox reporter. Yeah, they'll give a Fox reporter a fake name and put them on like one of these movies. I'm kind of wanting to go see The Flash, man. Did you see the promo for it? I don't know. Eagles, I'm big into like the special effects and stuff. I like that kind of stuff, man. I won't even watch it for the movie. I won't know. If you ask me about the movie, I won't know shit about the movie. Because I don't really care about, when I watch movies like that, I really don't care about the plot. I'm just trying to look at, that's tight the way they did that. I'm looking at the artistic parts of the movie. Like, I have to watch the movie a couple of times to actually catch the movie. Because the whole time they're talking, I'm not even hearing them. I'm just like, look, that's bad. I like the way they made that spaceship or whatever whatever. I'm looking at the suits and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's a good effect. That's me. That's how I do. I know I have to put my foot in Lala D's asses this week. Jerry said you got to come get us. AB not showing up to camp or something. He's supposed to be fighting on Don King card. I ain't got shit to do. Hey, that's you again. That's you and Gil's boy. I asked y'all before, remember? I asked y'all about 8 months ago. It might not even been 8 months ago. It might be. But I asked y'all 8 months ago. I said, do y'all give him one more chance? Before he had that fight, I asked y'all. I said, do y'all give him another chance? Y'all trust him? So that's y'all's boy. I said, little cousin, I can't. I said, I know y'all feel like that's y'all's little cousin, but I just can't. I can't do any more AB investing, man. I couldn't, Derek. I can't do no more. It's, you know what? I'm really upset about him. I don't know that young man, but I'm really upset with him not getting the opportunity that he should have got. Because although he was AB, he's about billions and all that, he should have went and got his money, man. AB could have stayed at 140 and like really made a name for him. And matter of fact, he would end up, if he would have just not messed with that welterweight and stayed at 140, I don't know. I'm not saying he would have beat Bud, but Bud would have been the biggest threat for him at 140. And Adrian is stronger than Bud. He hit harder than Bud. I know he does. Anytime you got like somebody like Maidana saying that Bud that he was strong, you know he had to be strong because he was at 147 when he fought Maidana. Even though Maidana, washed him. Yeah, he ragdolled his ass. But I'm just saying, that would have been a whole nother scenario if he would have fought at another weight, or if he would have like made sure he acclimated himself to 147 and just got and stayed in tremendous shape, and because he's not that easy to hit flush, and just made sure that he just stayed sharp and was about the business and just kept it clean and just went and got his money. It's just sad, man. It's just sad. It's sad to watch that kind of talent, man. I used to love AB when he really when he let his hands go, man. AB has some combinations when he really let his hands go. Because he kind of remind me, like, his kind of a sneaky style like Marlon Starling. And I bring Marlon Starling up a lot. But he had that kind of sneaky type of style, man. To put those hands out there. Get those hands out. But Derek said he's not showing up. He said, no, I haven't seen the trailer yet. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, The Flash. I think I might have to go see that one. I don't know who to go see it with, though. I might have to go see it with my little brother or something. I don't know. I might take a girl. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of girls don't like stuff like that. And plus, I might want to talk about something. That's the hardest thing of taking girls to movies is sometimes you want to talk about stuff in the movies when you see shit happen, and all of them they don't like when you say certain stuff. I sit in the back because I don't want to be too loud. Because if I see something obvious about to happen, I'm not really that loud, but I'm going to say it. Oh, this one. I'm like, look, he's going to get killed. When I see somebody about to get killed or do something stupid, I just shake my head like, oh, man, really? This how it ends? That's what you're about to do? They set movies up like that for us so we can respond. That's how they do movies. They make movies like that so we can respond like that. Yeah. Derek said, right. He said he couldn't get out of his own way. Right. But that really bothers me, man, when I see the success. Okay, I didn't want to switch this, but since I'm talking about stuff, because that is the title too, though, and we do grown folks chat too, so that's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to explain, because I said you got to learn more. So this is another thing, outside of boxing. Is there why I don't understand? Now we talk about the movies and we talk about all this other stuff. Is why don't the brown folk have their own when they have so much money? They have enough money to do it. These athletes want to go and buy $30 million mansions and stuff like that. But why don't we have like grocery? Like brown grocery store. And brown banks and brown everything. They have enough money that they could, if everybody wants to have the sentiment that somebody like Teofimo has, If they want to have that sentiment, then we can have our own. And people say, "Oh, you're teaching separatism." No, I'm not. I don't teach separatism. It's being practiced. I can't teach something that's already being practiced. If you're practicing racism and I say I want to stay away from you, you can't call me a separatist. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm not preaching separatism. I'm saying that we can have our own. Nobody told you to go have your own and you have your own. So I should have a Brown hospital or alternative health source. We have them, like real small ones that you, word of mouth. But we should have an industry. We should have our own industries. We should have our own tech industry. Like our own tech industry. We created all the shit in the first place. The basis of all of it we created in the first place. We had higher technology even before that. They'll never tell the truth about it because they wanted to get you stuck in the 1800s. They want to make sure that you know that all the history changed and all that was 1900s. That's all they want to tell you. But they don't want to tell you before that. They don't want to tell you 1,000 years ago that we already had the electricity and all that. They don't want to talk about that because that takes away from Edison. And how come we can't have our own power company? Huh? All the companies that they have, we should have. We should have our own cable company. Yeah, not this station, but we should have our own cable company. Own streaming, own Wi-Fi. I know there's a few of them. I know we got a handfuls here and there. But that's not what I'm talking about. We should have everything we have, like our own grocery, we should have on a national level. Hospital on a national level. You know. When it comes to trading sites on a national level. Instead of having an eBay, we don't even have to, don't name it with anything that says color. We should just have it. Give it a name like we would name something. You know, don't name anything with brown or black or red or nothing like that. But name it with something that's appropriate. We'll know what it is. Just give it a dope ass name and then we'll know what it is. There's certain names that people have, and we'll know basically what they look like just because of just the name. Like I can't even think. Like Derek Bailey, this sounds. It's just because it sounds like that's a brown folk. Well, of course, my name is too obvious, but you know what I'm saying. But just give it like a cool ass name. Give it a name that the people can rock with from east to west, and from north to south. And that they know who they're dealing with just because of the name. Because if you think about it, all the other companies, the restaurants and all that, they have certain names that we know what's there. And we brag on their stuff. Like in the South, everybody going to Cracker Barrel and all that. Come on. How come we don't have our own fast food? How many cooks do we got, brown folks, out there barbecuing all day? Matter of fact, incorporate that into your burger joint. If you're gonna be eating meat, if you're gonna be, you know, because that's what people do. If they eat all this meat and stuff. Hey, we throw ours on the grill. Just give it that name. Give me a name, Derek. Derek said we didn't create red linen lining. Yeah. Yeah, everything. Derek said you go and see Rom's Comms Eagle. Your girl tell you what y'all going to see, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about taking no girls because they be acting up, man. You know what? I don't know. When you young, you can have a little bit of fun with girls at the theater, but ain't nobody never had fun with a girl. If you're a guy, you never had fun with a girl at the theater. Not like really fun. Because when you're younger, all you was doing. Well, if you go with her, all you doing is catering the whole time. Now you'll get a girl that you have fun with, and this is how you have fun with them. You have fun because she's taking care of you. Like, you need some more popcorn, baby? What you need? But when that's your job, because you usually be like, what size you want? Let's get a large. And they tell you what size to get and all that. And you get the large drinks. You know, you're going to be sick after you go see the movie because you drink that big ass half a gallon of Coke with the soda and then shit, the M&Ms and all that. You're going to be sick in the first place. You know, when you're young, you are. When you get older, sometimes you just get the small popcorn or whatever, just to have something there. It's just, the thing with me is that they should serve popcorn in the theater, like right downstairs. Like, soon as you, like, right there, and they should just cut it off, you know, and then you have to go out into the lobby. But you should be able to get popcorn like right before the movie. Because you always get popcorn like 10, 15, 20 minutes before the movie. You go through the commercials, all your popcorn is gone. Now somebody got to make that trip. Got to make that trip so you can get the ice there and bring your own drinks in and get their ice. At least you'll have something, you know, halfway through the movie. Because 30 minutes in, you got somebody got to go get some more. But yeah, all that. But see, I took it further than that because this is what I heard. I heard that Tyler Perry has his own studio. And I heard that the Wayans was trying to get a studio. It was some land or something, or like an old Air Force or Army base or something like that they was trying to purchase or something like that to use. That would have been great. But they got the money. I don't know how, collectively, how come they don't put the minds together and get all this stuff? So we can be making our own movies. You're going to make money off of it. Make your own movies, you know. Not like they had to do back in the day when they had to make the movies at low budget and all that. You got money, so you don't have to have low budget. You got minority owners and stuff, so-called minorities. You got owners of teams and stuff like that. You got the money. Y'all got the credit. Just get the, you know, get the theaters, get everything. That will set us on I think that will set us on a better path. And it's not the separate. It's not separate. I'm just saying, because you're not going to name it black nothing. Because as soon as you name something black, it don't exist. Go back and look at. I told you, look at the meaning of black from the 1800s and early 1900s. Look and find out what black really means. It means wasted away. It means turning pale. It means pale. And it actually it's a word. As when you take that BLA, what you're taking is put words together with BLA. And find out what you come up with. When you use the blah, the BLA, I'm just using it as blah. When you use that, what you're saying is there's nothing there. It's like blank, blank, black. What's the difference between blank and black? The C, because you can see blank, right? You can see black. And the blank you can't see has an N. You can't see the N instead of the C. But they're the same thing. It's pale, blank, block. It comes from Latin, blah, you know, like even what you talking about, like blanco, white, you know, paler. That's what it really means. Yeah. But one, we need to have more than one, because you know you got Fox Studios, you got Paramount, you got all these other ones. We need to have like a couple. Like we need to have one on the East Coast. We need to have one on the West Coast. And my whole thing is like the chain of stores, because even these athletes, they go out and buy all the McDonald's, all the Burger Kings. They franchise owners. What I want to understand is how come you didn't start your own? Remember Ali started it? Ali had started one, but it never grew, right? Ali had what, Champ Burger, right? But Champ Burger didn't go anywhere, right? But you guys got the numbers now. Just get together. How come you guys are just fighting? Somebody wants to have a bigger share or something like that. Come up with some healthier alternative type restaurants for us. And when I say us, I mean in everybody. But owned by you. It's like when you play this follow the leader shit. Follow the leader. The leader can end up taking your ass to the bottom of the ocean or something. When you start following the leader, I don't try to follow nothing. No. All the trends and all that shit, I say I make my own. You know? I mean, my brand is really suffering over here where my brand shouldn't be suffering here. But everybody's always questioning and asking me about my stuff. I said, yeah, I designed all this. They asked me and they questioned me. I said, please, I said, you can't touch like even my duvet blankets. I said, you can't touch my stuff. I said, my stuff, I have my own unique design. Yeah, but they start hating. People hate like, oh, look at me, think he's all that and thinks. I don't think nothing. Why are you thinking what I think? I don't think none of that shit. I'm just trying to make it like everybody else. Okay, yeah, yeah. He said, I know a black-owned theater in Maryland. Yeah, I know, but see, it's not. See, it's in Maryland. You understand? See, but now you understand what I'm saying. Because you're saying that it's in Maryland, but what I'm saying, brother, is that it's not. It's not franchisable and stuff. It's not like you got like. I think that one of the biggest ones over here. I don't know if it's. I don't because I don't go movies everywhere. Everywhere I go. So I think one of the biggest ones they have here now is called AMC. That didn't used to be because they used to have all kinds. Because Fox used to have their own. Because remember the movie makers used to have all the theaters. Because they would have like the Fox, they would have like the Paramount. What else? Broadway, stuff like that. They had stuff like that was named after the actual companies that make the movies. But now for us here, our biggest here is AMC now. That's our biggest right here. Our biggest is AMC. Like everywhere you go is a big old AMC theater. So how come we can't have like a Zi-Fi or something like that? How come we can't have something with a cool name that we know that it's just understandable, that we don't put any claim on it, but we know it's us, but we don't put a claim to like BET. That was the wrong thing to do. That shit because it didn't exist. Shouldn't have never been called that. We know who you are. You don't have to put a stamp on black. They're gonna call you black anyway. Even though you're not black, you never have been black, and you never can be black. You had to come. Black is not natural. It's not like a natural thing, like a natural occurrence in nature. It's not what you call black. So it's, you take away from yourself as soon as you say that, and they take away from you as soon as they call you black. They take away from you because now everybody's being called, even Mexican, but that takes away from the people there too. But to be called like certain stuff, like a European, where you from? I'm French. Oh, you're a Frenchman. See? And French, all this stuff is languages. And that's what people are named after language. For the most part, that's what they're doing. Even like some natives, they call themselves after languages. You're naming yourself after a language. Is that really you? That's not really you. So you name yourself after a language. So won't you name yourself after a language then? Because it's going to be a mix-up. Because if you name yourself after your native tongue, on one side we have for me, Algonquin and Natitsa. And Natitsa is who we are called. You know what I mean? But the language is Cheyenne. See? Algonquin and then Iroquois. See? But what would be the language? You see, if you did that, if somebody can go back into the archives to find out what their language was, then you would find out that just because your skin is brown doesn't mean that you from the same town. See? I see it down there. He said Champ Burger. Yeah. Yeah, give you a name. Yeah, I said give me a name. Not Champ Burgers. I mean, give me a name, because right now I got a brain freeze right now. I'm saying give me a name of something that is like that brown people have, because I'm trying to think, but at the same time I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to express, and it's hard to express and think. Now, if I was just talking to you, It's different, but I'm trying to express. That's why it's hard for me to think. So I said, come up with a name that we would appreciate that doesn't have a label like a brown or black label that we would know it is, it's responsibly us. You understand? But I'm saying if we went by language, if you could go back in the archives, let's say for instance you can go back 200 or 300 years to find out what language you really did speak, and then you would find out that um, the different languages would show you that hey, you look like me, but you're not me in that sense. Okay, because I was thinking of something within the Y, the X, Y, and Z is what I was thinking. And so what happened is when I started thinking about the Zenith, I said, okay, well Zenith, that's too, they already have a Zenith brand, so that's already a brand. So now I'll concentrate more instead of just giving my thoughts out. So if I can think, I'm just trying to think. So you think too. So give me a name that we would know is ours. It could be just like a fun name. It could be something that that couldn't come into existence, but we know it's ours. And so just because it's just an example, and so that's probably what I'm gonna do. So I'm thinking that okay, okay, I got one, but I got to take it away because it's something already named like that. So I'm trying to think of something else. And don't put down homeboys. don't put homeboys. Don't put homeboys entertainment or homeboys restaurant. Homeboys burgers. No, no, not. I mean, it's silly, but is that offensive? It's not offensive, but it's like our homies, homie, homies theater. So no, I'm thinking. So it has to be some. But that's what I was trying to get at. It's something like that. But let's take it. I wanted it to be serious, but I'd probably end up playing with it instead. Or so. Um, okay. It's so kind of sad because all I'm thinking about is dangerous names. I'm like, wow, that's sad. Because of our language, the things that we use, you know. Yeah. Okay, so I got one good name. So one good name is like Flexback. So Flexback. So let's say, for instance, that Flexback. That's our branding now. So everything we do is Flexback. So even no matter what we name something, if we name something, we say it's a Flexback company. So even if you have Derek Burgers, let's say Derek Burgers makes it like franchise like McDonald's. So we got Derek Burgers, and so Derek Burgers is a Flexback company. We call it Derek B's. So Derek B's, that's the trademark. And even if we got to change the way that we spell the name, Derek. So if we got to change the name, Derek B's, a Flexback, company. And so then we have a movie theater or something else like that. And we just call it like Queen something. Like what let me see. So let's name, so the theaters are just, Queens. That's it. Queens. And we'll do something else that's just Kings. Like not like King's Table, we'll spell it different. We'll spell it different just so we can get the right patent for it. So that way we can keep it. And then the fine print for all of those is Flexback company. No, but that's not generic though, right? Derek B's wouldn't be not necessarily generic, but I'm trying to ask you. So what is that? So Flexback. Does that sound legitimate though, right? Flexback Corporation. Does it sound safe though? That's my. But see, you understand what I'm saying, right? As far as like some people ain't gonna see it like you see it, Derek. They're not gonna see the flex back as the way that you see it. Now you're gonna have some smart asses that can put it together and try to make something big out of it. But guess what? Um, here's the here's the disclaimer. This is the way that we're allowed to do this. Is we say that no, that's we say no, that's it's short. We say it's short for flexion. We say it's short for reflection, reflecting back. Do you see what I mean? Because you know somebody's gonna be smart and try to, they're gonna try to put two and two because it has flex in there. So they're gonna try to put two and two together and make it, make it out to be, oh, the Flex Corporation is this and that. No, it's just a name. It's a non-threatening. It should be. It's actually non-threatening. You're right. It's not really generic, but it's non-threatening. But all the companies around, like the small companies around the corporation, around the major brand, now all those names could be, more or less like they're safe names. Queens, kings, you know. Like I said, if somebody has a name, we just take it and we just add a little bit of something else to it. Right? But then everybody will know. I don't want to say this. Okay, I'll just go ahead and get it taken down. I'll just go and get my video taken down. Okay, no, I won't get it taken down. I'll just be tactical. So one of the biggest corporations now is south of us. One of the biggest corporations, and they have taken over all the brands that we have grown to love as children, like the cereals and the products. Like the even the cosmetic products, the toothpaste and stuff like that. They have taken over all these things, and I guarantee you that the things that you grew up with are modified, genetically modified now, and also have a lot more poison than they did when we was little. So I'm just gonna say that. And that corporation, you can see their brand on back of a lot of different products. Like if you eat mayonnaise or anything, cereals, and you'll see their logo. It looks like it's like the beginning of the mythical animal with the little horn in front. That's what that's their branding is the namesake letter for that animal. The front letter for that animal. And you'll see it. And once you see that, you start realizing, hey, a lot of this stuff is not what it is. Okay, so I may come back with my picks. I'm gonna put my picks in. I gotta go get my picks and stuff in, Derek, and I gotta start getting ready to get up out of here. And yeah, I gotta whoop Derek. I gotta get Derek off my back. But anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. I know we didn't really cover the fights because I do something. I'm with my family now. You know what I mean? My guys, they are in this boxing competition to where they put in all their picks, and you guys just got to go see my picks because I just started. But anyway, I'm about out of here, Bruce. But Bruce Gas Box Jazz and more. Thanks to the brother coming in, giving me my thumbs up and saying salute to me and saying salute to Derek. At least he's seen a couple of us in here, right? And for you guys that just come and visit, you guys can come in and talk to us. There's nobody that's gonna they can't bite you in here. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all. Okay, yeah, I had to get my peace and blessings in for y'all. But Monday, catch y'all Monday.